to Blueprints and Breakthroughs, a REET Institute series sponsored by Ryan, where we unlock the blueprints of success set by today's industry professionals and explore the breakthroughs of tomorrow's commercial real estate leaders. And today's guest is Armaani. He is a REET Institute Cohort 1 alumnus.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Armaani.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. We're
Not
good.
bad.
So tell us, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Honestly, just school. School is getting pretty busy. I'm in my second semester of first year of finance.
Okay.
So I have a lot of heavy classes. I have a full course load. Just school, studying. That's about it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So finance. What are you planning to do with that afterwards?
Honestly, I've actually been thinking of going into like commercial real estate because I was thinking through finance, I probably could get jobs to a lot of different companies.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe something along those lines actually. Yeah.
Okay. That's great to hear. So we know that you have done internships in the industry. Walk us through your first internship and who it was with.
My first internship was with Altus Group with Brock Ryan in Calgary. It was just it was an amazing experience. Got to meet a lot of new people. I've never really been in a work environment like that. So actually doing work was pretty cool. Like it was actually working on basically the stuff that we kind of learned in the program to actually work on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
How old were you when you did your first internship?
When was the first REET?
So 2020.
2 years ago, 2022?
Yeah.
So I must have been 16.
16. So have you ever been in an office setting like that or worked in an office setting like that at 16 years old?
No, never.
So this is your first time?
Yeah, it was so different. It was crazy. It was amazing.
What would you say was the most surprising thing for you working in an office?
How much I loved it. Because I never knew that I would be like an office person.
Yeah.
But even like doing like 9 to 5, like sitting there on I was just because of maybe the environment of all the people also in the office.
Right.
I loved working in the office. Yeah. I love that kind of work.
It's crazy because like when we met you, you were like primetime soccer player. Like
Still primetime soccer
still
player.
primetime, but like he was primetime. I thought that was the direction. So like, how did that kind of change for you? Whereas like, you're not really looking so much at soccer or athletics and you're kind of looking more on the business side. Like when did that change and how did that change for you?
I think it changed when I started to go into like uni because I had to kind of figure out, okay, like in grade 11, about grade 11, actually it kind of all started at the same time. When I met you guys, it was grade 11. I have to start getting my like grades up. So I to apply for university and stuff. And I think that's just kind of where soccer in my life, because I was playing every day, like 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day.
Wow.
So that had to cut down automatically. And then I think just slowly it's just kind of transitioned into more of like schoolwork and studying and thinking about like the future, what am I going to do? And I think that's why I kind of stopped with the soccer.
Interesting.
And for your internship, because you said you were doing it in Calgary, but you live in Edmonton.
Yes.
And so you were making that commute every day, or how are you in Calgary?
No, so I was actually born in Calgary. So I have a lot of family in Calgary from both my mom and my dad's side. So for my internship in Calgary, it was only for 2 weeks, my first one. So I just stayed in Calgary with my family for 2 weeks.
Got it.
And then,
Cool.
Okay. And then you finished that first internship and then you came back to Altus the second summer following, right?
I did.
So was it with the same team or what was that setup like?
It was with a completely different team, but I still kind of worked with Brock Ryan. It was kind of still his team, but just in Edmonton. So a lot of different people. But my mentor in the REET Institute, he was kind of the one mentoring me at my internship here in Altus Group.
Oh, cool.
So it was nice already knowing him.
And was that, sorry?
Brett Fletcher.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Brett Fletcher.
Yeah.
So and then he kind of mentored me along with a couple other people, and it was awesome. There I spent a little bit more time. I spent about 2 months working there, and I did a little bit more work into preparing submissions for Brett and stuff like that.
Cool.
Well, I don't know if it was the first internship or the second internship where we submitted your name for an award. Was it the first or the second?
That was the first.
The first one. And you actually got to go to the Calgary Real Estate Forum.
I did, yes.
So tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so one day, I think I was just working one day, and I think Brock came over to me at my desk, and he said, what did he say to me? I think he was like, hey, you wanna win an award or something?
I guaranteed you were gonna win.
I don't know like the way he said it, but he was like, do you want to like do something? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And he's like, okay, yeah, just meet me in my office. So I went to his office, and then he was like, yeah, there's this thing for, I think you got a free ticket to the Calgary Real Estate Forum. If it was something for the youth. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the
young leaders.
Young
leaders. That's what it was. Yeah, young leaders. So he said, I think you're a perfect fit. He said, you're only 16 and you came for an internship, but I think it's a really great opportunity. And if you do get to go to the Calgary Real Estate Forum, then that's another great opportunity too. So we kind of worked together, and he set me up a little bit of a team to help me create like a LinkedIn page and get all my applications ready and stuff like that. So yeah.
So now walk me through going to the Calgary Real Estate Forum. How was that experience? Have you ever been to anything like that before?
No, never. I didn't think it was like that big of an event. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. I didn't realize like it was like a huge thing, and then they break off into different rooms to kind of have like different like specific kind of topics to talk about in the industry.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, I'm going to pause. Does he need to bring his mic up a little bit?
Well, it sounds better now.
Okay.
You're very soft with some of your words.
Okay.
Usually your last couple of words.
Okay.
It doesn't get picked up properly.
Okay.
Do we need to restart?
That sounds like
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
very, yeah.
So just
whispery kind of, usually a couple of lines.
Okay.
Is it usable?
Because I can fix the levels.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
Okay.
A few times, not a lot of times.
Okay.
Okay.
So unless you want
Do you just want to bring it a little closer, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
where it's at right now, yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of hard to, just some people not used to projecting with their voice.
Yeah.
It's not even-
All good. Okay.
Hey, we taught him to say it with his chest.
Say it with
Say
your
it with your chest. Say it with your chest. All right.
Okay, we'll go back. So Calgary Real Estate Forum, great experience. So how was it like working with Brock and with Brett?
Brock is such a character. Like he just worked like I've never really met someone like him. Like
Shout out to Brock.
He's so funny with like he's so witty and he's so funny. So working with him, he's a great mentor too. Like actually Brett is a great mentor too. Both of them really they'll like take their time to like sit down with me and like make sure like I'll know what I'm doing, or at least like they'll set me up with like someone else who does, and like it's just it always felt like it kind of feels more like friends. Like they're really like friendly and stuff. It doesn't feel like, oh my god, like they're my boss. Like that's how it kind of feels like.
Are you still in touch with them?
A bit. I do email Brett. I've been in touch with because I had to return some of my stuff from my internship, so I've been talking to him a little bit. And Brock sometimes occasionally will email. Occasionally, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's cool.
That's very cool. So let's go back to your experience at REET. I know it was 2 years ago, but what is one memory that really stands out for you during your experience there?
The pitch competition, definitely. Because the amount of nerves that I had like leading up to it, and then as soon as like I started speaking, like how it all kind of like went away, like all my nerves and stuff. I've never felt like that kind of before.
Yeah.
And honestly, like just learning that skill, it helped me with my confidence a lot. So like I just remember like how nervous I was, and then speaking and and then obviously like we won, of course, too. So just that whole kind of day, because it was like 8 weeks leading up to it and stuff. It was that was I think my day.
Because I remember being nervous for you because Armaani in the workshops was kind of like, I'm like, is this guy listening? Like,
is he even interested in what's happening?
What's going on? And then when you took the stage for the pitch competition, like you were a different human altogether. I'm like, who is that guy?
It was very impressive.
That was one of the craziest transformations I've ever seen personally. Like, have you done presentations like that prior to that point, or was that kind of a first situation for you?
I haven't done presentations like that before, but actually maybe through school I might have done like, I remember in grade 6 we had to like, I do like a speech in front of like our assembly and stuff like that, but like nothing like really crazy like that. That was more new at the time.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy to think about. So we're doing a cohort now again in Edmonton and one in Calgary. If you had one piece of advice for the scholars going through it right now, what would it be?
One piece of advice. I would say honestly, just have fun, like learning. There's so much to learn. Like you guys just provide us with like public speaking and just especially communicating with the people around you. I think that's a huge thing. Networking is a huge thing. Getting to know the people around you, and just have fun. I can't really say anything else. Like when it started, I didn't think like how fun, like I didn't realize how fun and how interesting it would be. So I would just say like, just take that leap and just do it. Cause I was hesitant to do the program before, but like, just do it. And honestly, you'll benefit from it so much.
That's awesome. Well, your cousin's going through the program right now.
Yeah.
Have you been giving him any tips?
Well, a little bit. It's just started, so he's been talking to me. But I told him to do it. I said, hey, they're starting in Calgary. Make sure you do it. Yeah. So he did it, and he was telling me about the application. He was like, I don't know what to write. So I helped him a bit with the application.
Nice. Yeah.
And then but now it's starting. So I'm assuming he'll text me asking for some help.
Definitely closer to the pitch competition.
Oh, 100%. I know for sure. Yeah. 100%.
So when you're thinking about what you're going to do after school, I think you mentioned you're thinking about commercial real estate.
I am.
So at what point in your journey did you realize like commercial real estate is kind of the direction I want to go into?
I think through the internships, because once I actually got into like the environment of working with people and like working in an office or even doing like just like property inspections or something, just all that kind of work. Yeah. I realized that I enjoy it, so maybe it is a good place to be. Yeah. But definitely, I think, the internships, just the experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
So if you were to meet someone like a high school student who's trying to figure out what their next step is or who might be interested in commercial real estate, like what would you tell them?
I would tell them to do the program, honestly. But I don't know. I think networking is just huge because obviously, like through you guys, I met Brock, and then from there I got an internship, and I met Shauna, who's also at Altus Group, and then even in my university through the program, I met a bunch of university mentors. So even that is like a foot in the door to getting into like real estate club at U of A. So I think definitely the thing is, I would say just like getting to know people. Yeah. And definitely talking and networking. That's what I would say.
That's awesome. Well, did you have any other questions for Armaani?
No, I think he nailed it. Like that's the way the world truly works, is like, talking to people, getting to know people, showing how you can support what it is that they're working on. And ultimately, and we found the only reason the REET Institute has had any success at all is because people have been willing to support the work that we're trying to do and see the mutually beneficial relationship. So I think, networking, huge. So I completely agree with that. And man, thank you so much for coming and sharing some of your wisdom with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're super excited to see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling him when he came in, like every time I see him, he looks more grown.
Yeah. When we first met him, naked face.
No beard.
Now full beard. And he's out here in university and everything.
Just finished midterms, or you have two more.
I have two more.
And we're really excited to see how you grow and what you do in this industry. And
for real,
just know like everybody here is cheering you on, and we're always here as a resource.
So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Awesome.
So this series is sponsored by Ryan. Ryan is an award-winning global tax services firm achieving international recognition and market leadership through client service excellence, workplace innovation, and employee development. So thank you, Ryan. Bye.